How's it going, everybody? Sorry it's been a while since you guys have seen me. Work's been crazy, and with Thanksgiving and the holidays, you'll notice the background's a little different. I am out in Arizona visiting Mom and all the animals, and it's nice to be back here in America. You know, what can I say? This video that I'm making today is going to be from the NRA A.R.M match, which is America's rifle match. It's a AR match the NRA puts on. So this is all the video of me competing in the match. I do have some stuff on my phone that I wanted to go over with you guys to kind of explain it, so pardon me while I look down here. It was just, I kept on saving stuff on here as I thought of things that I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to put out in the video, because it was my first match. I've never done any kind of shooting competition before. I have no experience as far as matches go. I've never taken a class, and I've really pretty much only been into firearms heavy since end of December of last year and early January. Before that, I would just shoot once or twice a year, and ever since, you know, all this started happening and I've been getting crazy into it, it's been 200 to 400 rounds a week. So I keep on saying, I promise I'm going to work on that. It drives me nuts, but just some things that I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. Let's see. First off, don't be afraid. Just, if you've never done it before, just go on YouTube, search on the internet, and just kind of take a look at a couple matches to see the way it goes, and then search and find where they're at. And just go and do it. Talk to the people. Everybody's really nice. They'll help you out with what you're supposed to do. There's a lot of people that are new there, so don't be afraid of looking like a fool or anything else. I mean, I didn't edit anything out of these videos. You're going to see me making a lot of mistakes. In the second stage, I had a mag fall out, and I sat there and pulled the trigger and charged the fucking rifle 3 times and didn't realize that my mag was laying on the ground. So don't be afraid to go out there and have fun. Let's see, next. Between every video, every match, I have photos. So pause it, and then you can read on the bottom what the description of the stage is. It talks about the shooting positions, the targets, and every time you switch a shooting position, there are barriers blocking you to see the targets from the other shooting position. So you can't get an advantage. Say you just shoot one target out of the 3 on the first stage. I mean, the first shooting position, and you switch to the second because it's easier to hit the other ones. They're going to have barriers up so you can't see it. So you just know that. We had two kinds of targets, cardboard and steel. There were 2 types of cardboard targets. There were square ones, which they call pizza boxes. It's a square target with a ring in the center about this big. If you shoot the ring in the center, you only need to hit it once. If you shoot anywhere else outside of the ring, you need to hit it twice. And the steel targets are just hit it once usually, unless they specify you have to hit it twice. What to bring? Knee and elbow pads for sure. Your maintenance stuff, just backup tools in case you need it, lube, grease, you know, stuff of that sort. A sling, I didn't use it. You'll see me, I took it off on the first round. A lot of the stages and some of the matches do require that, so it doesn't hurt to have a sling. And plenty of ammo. It's better to be safe than sorry. So take more than you're going to need. At the end of the day, you can take it right back home with you, but you don't want to run out and be 10 rounds short on the 5th stage. Check reception. Oh, back to what you bring. Comfortable shoes. You're going to be out there for all day on uneven ground, rocky ground, dirt and stuff like that. You're going to want comfortable shoes. Check your reception. We were up in the mountains. We had no reception, so you cannot get a hold of anybody. And when you're bored in between stages, you can't check your phone. You can't do any stuff like that. So just be aware of that. If you have any situation where you need to get a hold of people at home for, I don't know, medical situations or just whatever you have going on with your family, because a lot of the times you will be cut off. Bring cash, because there's no reception and people can't swipe anything. So if you want to buy something, you're probably going to need cash. Cash is king. Let's see, pre-register. Ours filled up, and everybody that wanted to come and shoot that day that didn't register couldn't. because the match filled up. It was cheaper to pre-register, it guarantees you a spot, and it's really the way to go. I was able to cancel it up to a day before the match if I needed to back out. So there's no reason not to pre-register. It really helps you out. Let's see. And then as far as, what to do, the only advice I'll give you is basics will make or break you. Doesn't matter how fast you can pull the trigger in the grand scheme of things. From what I experienced and what I was told by people that were there and compete quite a bit, as smooth as fast. You don't want to make the basic mistakes. You want to focus on the basics. Smooth movements, engaging the safety every time, smooth mag drops, smooth mag changes, all that little stuff is what's going to make or break you. Even some of the teams had problems. I saw one of the guys from Brownells drop a mag. It happens to everybody. So the basics are what's going to really make you a consistent, good competitor. Let's see, sorry I had to unlock the phone. Smooth is fast. And remember that these courses are set up to make you uncomfortable. Most of the spots, the shooting positions, the holes you're going to be shooting out of are made to be at a funky angle that makes it hard to get your head down on the scope or on your sights. It's going to make it uncomfortable. You're not vertical. You're going to be on your knees, laying down sideways, halfway upside down. So just know that they're not going to make it easy on you. That's kind of the part of the fun of these competitions is it's not just stand up and blast paper. I mean, you're really getting in to something that you're not going to be comfortable for. They made one stage. I cheated and I'm pretty flexible, so you'll see on the second stage, I leaned over. They set that up so that it should only be shot left-handed. So over 90% of the people shot that left-handed, and I couldn't even imagine shooting left-handed, so I tried my best to do right, and I actually did pretty well on that half of the stage. That's the one that I got killed in when I dropped my mag. So I learned a lot. It was a ton of fun. Let's see. Watch how people run the courses in front of you. It's not cheating. You can see the mistakes they make. You can see how they lay out. You can see if there's a faster way to do it because people will run the courses differently. I really suggest watching it. I've noticed all the seasoned people do it. I did it just to get a feel for the whole event. So that's a big recommendation there. Don't be afraid to talk to people. There was one guy that I was competing against, and I ended up being after him 4 out of the 5 stages. And we would talk, and he would tell me what he did wrong and give me tips to help me out. And I would do the same thing with him, if I had say, hey, this, and that. So don't be afraid to talk to people. I know in some of the matches they're super competitive and they're all going to be assholes, but it doesn't hurt to try to just talk to people because a lot of people are out there just like you. It was both of our first match, and neither one of us really knew what was going on, and it was really cool that he was there to talk to. And I'm almost down at the end of the list. Yep, and last thing on here. You're going to make mistakes, and they're going to be stupid mistakes. Don't let yourself get frustrated. I had to try my best not to let one round affect me into the next. Got to be a huge deal. Just match by match, leave the past in the past, and every time you go to a new stage, you have to go in there with the mindset that it's a fresh, brand new stage, and that's your only focus for the day is that one stage. And I think if you do that, you'll do, pretty well. And again, don't take this as words of crazy wisdom. I am not a competitor. I'm not Jerry Michaluk. I'm not Max Michael. I'm just some guy that got into guns really heavy this last year, and I'm going head over heels into it, trying to immerse myself in as much as possible. And I'm bringing you guys along. So hopefully I can show you guys some cool things, and you can be like, wow, that was pretty cool. And you're also going to see me mess up a lot and laugh and say, hey, what a dumbass. But we're all human, and this is my experience, and I encourage all of you guys to go out there and try competing if it's something you thought about. But that went on about 10 times longer than I expected it to, so enough of me yapping. Let's switch over and check out some of the videos. And just in the end, I wanted to say thank you to Forward Assist Training, especially. Those guys put on pretty much the entire match, set everything up. Amazing guys. You could bug them with the stupidest questions, and they were there to help you out. As much as I hate to say it, the NRA, because a lot of the guys there from the NRA were not political cucks or anything like that. They were nice, lower level people that were really genuinely trying to support, you know, the whole Second Amendment movement. So it's not a huge props to the NRA. It's to the low level guys that were there helping out that really made it an awesome event. A lot of the sponsors, I forgot the names of the sponsors. Thank you guys for, you know, your time, your contributions and everything to get that together for us. We really appreciate it. You know, all the volunteers that helped set up and run the stages, thank you. It was awesome. And then I'll leave you guys with the same message as always. Don't forget to adopt if you're looking for a new pet. You can make a difference. Have a good night, everybody. I know this is kind of a long video and there was a lot of talking for me, but I hope that maybe I can help somebody out and encourage somebody to go out and make the step into entering their first competition. It's really worth it. Have a good night, everybody.